Welcome back, all you fabulous fine feathered folk, to another frightening edition of Disinformed After Dark. I'm Shane,
I'm John.
I'm Michael.
I'm Courtney.
and in case you don't know, we are the hosts of the Disinformed podcast, which of course flees from your preferred provider app every marvelous Monday morning. New episodes where we discuss random esoteric nonsense and we lie about it. Doesn't that sound fun? You
Ooh.
should check it out. And if you happen to enjoy those episodes, we have multifunctional fun for you, insofar as this is sort of our decompression from this week's recording, and we delve into some of the fun stuff that happened on the episode, perhaps occasional random seizures that I've had doing fan fiction, and we will let Chuck Klosterman break our brains for maybe 5 to 10 minutes every single time. But if you're enjoying what you hear here, if you dig what we do, then you could follow Michael's exhalation to
Smash that like button. I got it right that time. And
Do
then
it.
ring the bell, hit subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Please comment. Please engage.
Because if you do, Courtney and I will give you Michael's personal address.
Please,
All
I'm
you have
so
to
lonely.
do, literally zero effort, like so little effort. All you have to do is leave a comment. We'll DM you, and we'll give you his address, and
Mhm.
you can haunt him like a ghost.
Or mail him
Also-
things.
His hair
Trademark.
usually looks a lot better than it does today. So
Sorry, I'm coated in sweat. It's
it
spring
sweat?
now.
You actually
on.
look a little better understated, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
Not rocking that Prince wave. So,
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Just let the grease settle in a little bit, and then I can.
So Michael made a mention
it.
on My Immortal read this week that it's going to get Dark Towery in approach. And it made me think that Shane was really mad at me a few weeks ago because I hadn't actually finished reading Everything's Eventual by Stephen King. I returned it back to him without finishing it, but I have the audiobook, so I've been listening to it this week.
Yeah, you returned it
And-
to me with barely touching it, basically, is the understanding I had.
2 short stories, yeah. So like 50 pages. I am almost done. Like I think I have like 20 minutes left of The Little Sisters of Illyria, which is a standalone Dark Tower tale with Roland.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very good. I don't know if Michael's read that.
Nope.
It's
It's
worth getting the
fantastic.
audiobook or finding or getting it just for that short story alone.
If I recall correctly, you get to spend a little time getting acquainted with Jamie DeCurry.
Yes, I don't know who that is,
Ooh.
though.
What? One of the original.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was
okay.
from the original Tet, my friend.
Yes. Come on, John. You've read all 7 books. You should know every single member
Yeah, just
of
on
the
first
original
blush.
and the second quartet.
Nope.
I like that when you said that, you make it sound like a barbershop quartet.
Yeah, I totally didn't put any space between Ka and Tet, so
You're a space quartet, yes.
I most certainly
Anyway.
am most days.
I am enjoying it thoroughly. Just figured I'd drop that here because it's appropriate here.
Okay.
Anyway, something don't have an end to the bit, and
Oh, I
something
see.
something
So Bernie,
courtesy.
something.
segue right
Dark
in the face.
side. Well, speaking of things that died prematurely, how about this week's episode? It was
Oh.
There we go, hitting it hard and heavy.
Yeah, it was interesting being behind the wheel. I don't know how y'all do it every week.
neither do we.
For
Truth
sure.
be told.
I don't even know where I am right now, so there you
Well,
go.
You're awake, which is better than when we were recording the episode.
Huh? What?
Well,
Yeah. I really sorry. Shane.
no, go ahead.
I just really love that Michael pulled a full John on John's episode, because usually we watch John sleep while Michael talks, but
Yep.
today we got to see the inverse of that, and that was beautiful.
But I don't believe that karma exists.
No.
Well, I believe in karma and effect. So
I believe in a thing called love.
mine's cooler.
Yes.
If I knew the lines after that, I would have started doing it, but it just sounds like a garble
wouldn't.
of language.
You don't have the balls.
That's all I hear every time I hear that.
I
that's
believe
my hot
it
take.
is just flip into the rhythm of Behar for those who enjoy, talk soup, I think. But
Bless you.
That's the line?
no, it's not the
Oh,
line,
Jesus.
Michael.
Could have fooled me.
Sarcasm.
You could have fooled me.
He did.
So
Yeah,
sadly,
it did.
Courtney, does that make us the fulcrum betwixt the sleeping folks?
You know?
That's very non-committal of you.
Oh, that was a real John thing to do.
There can
Uh-huh.
really only be two beautiful people, so I guess it's us.
I was going to say,
That's
I'm
not hard to
immediately
decide.
disqualified here.
Me too.
I think Minnie Mouse in the background would beg to differ.
I was gonna. She's the second one.
Oh, Draco.
Oh,
Draco.
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 This reminds me of a Robin Williams bit of the French version of Disney World, where you have an unfortunate, French individual playing Minnie Mouse, standing over in the corner smoking a Gauloise, going, "Oh, come on. I didn't love Mickey. The man only has 3 fingers. What am I, a bowling ball? Get out of here."
That's great.
It's ghastly.
I love it.
All right. Well, I think we've belabored the points of folks who have shuffled loose of the mortal coil of their own volition, sadly. So let's
Yeah.
move on to a person that we hope has an unnatural end sometime soon, Chuck Klosterman.
My God.
I'm firing on all cylinders, including the one that's loaded. So here we are. We are on the countdown to the end of the original box of hypotheticals, my
Sure are.
friend, and we have 3 remaining,
Oh my goodness.
Including today, right?
including today. Yes. So after this, we have 2 more episodes with original hypotheticals. I will
man.
shed a tear
Whew.
from my rectum, I think. But this
Damn, Nair
week's
killed him.
This week's card is the Meteor. Please, everybody get excited. All right.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm
I'm on
just
the edge of
waiting
my
for 13 paragraphs explaining the same thing.
You're
13
not
times.
kidding, kid, because
Oh,
my
darn it.
since we're
Dadgummit.
starting on all the screen share stuff, like I should be showing you the torment I have to go through every week between reading fan fiction nonsense that's dramatically misspelled and now this. This is the story of my life. All right. Earth is about to be struck by a mammoth meteor.
I'm counting how many times he specifies that.
So apparently it's woolly and has horns, but here we are. Though no one knows exactly what will happen, most scientists assume life on Earth will be totally altered and potentially eliminated. Everyone on the planet is freaking out. Suddenly, you receive a bizarre email. The government demands that you must fly to Washington, D.C. immediately by order of the president. The email message includes a first-class plane ticket. Once you arrive at Dulles Airport, military police confiscate your cell phone and wordlessly transport you to a secret hangar that houses 10 massive space shuttles. You are escorted onto one of the ships. Not counting the crew, there are 24 equally confused people waiting on board. You recognize a few of these people instantly. Bill Gates, the musician Prince,
Oof.
and
A hologram of Prince.
No, I like to think they just drug his corpse on there.
no, they spray painted the symbol on the side of the hull.
Okay.
Okay. You recognize a few of these people instantly. Bill Gates, the musician Prince, and Oprah Winfrey. I'm Richie Cunningham, and this is my wife, Oprah. When the individuals you don't recognize begin talking and interacting with one another, it becomes clear that all of them are brilliant scientists, consequential artists, or extremely wealthy political figures. The ship's captain informs all of the passengers that the space shuttle will be leaving Earth in 2 hours. He doesn't say where it's going, although he does insist that anyone who wants to remain on Earth is free to stay behind. You are 90% certain you've been selected for this trip by mistake. Do you remain on board? And, if you do, How will you explain your presence to the other 24 passengers? You have no idea if admitting your true identity will disqualify you from traveling.
Okay. So
I am a famous YouTuber.
Lies.
okay.
And I also don't know of what worth that will be to a dead musician prince, Bill Gates, and Oprah.
And
Well, yeah, none
Um,
of them have heard of YouTube, so it's perfect. I'm kidding. That
Oprah
also
is
isn't my answer.
Legion
so-
on YouTube.
I don't feel like I would want to be on that voyage.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It just sounds
Pourquoi?
uncomfortable.
You want to be here as the Earth is reduced to rubble and you die in flaming agony.
I more envision it like a super chill party where all of a sudden it's just nothing.
I'm kind of, I'm more of an
That doesn't-
apocalypse half full kind of person.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem
Now,
pretty
so I
chill to
say
me,
I
but-
wouldn't really want to be on there, but that's until I know one final detail. And that is, does my lifelong friend also have a ticket? Because I think my friend is a celebrity and would be worthwhile to be on this voyage. So if Galrilla Godot is on the shuttle, then I will fight to stay on.
How would you
Because
feel if she
Galrilla
was on a...
Godot and
Oh,
I
sorry.
have been friends for many years, and I've been following her career with great interest.
Mhm.
So that would be something worth staying for. But if she's not on the shuttle, then I just want to go down with the Earth.
What if she was on a separate shuttle and that you wouldn't be able to have contact with her?
I mean, they
Life,
have an Ansible.
it finds a way.
All right.
Indeed.
That's it.
And
Oh.
here I thought you were going to claim that you were, more looking for someone who hosts like your mom's house podcast to be able to go out
Nope.
in space with you.
No, I'm a simple guy. I just want my
I'm a simple man. I just want my football gorilla.
Where
just
is
a
she?
man, just a man in his football gorilla.
I am just a simple bird lawyer.
I picture him running up to the nearest like guard or something like that and be like, "Is she on?" The guard's
Where
like,
is she,
"What-
man?
What
Where
are
is
you talking
she?"
about? And he's like, "Gorilla Godot. Is she on any of these rocket ships?" And he's like, "No." And then he's like, "I'm a fraud. You chose the wrong person." And he just takes off towards the exit.
Is there a trash chute you can just throw me out of?
Because that's all I am.
Where is my ape life mate? All right, Miguel, give us your nonsense.
Okay, if I could try and pass off, I would try and stay. I think I can try and pass as
Oh, I'm sure
somewhat
you can talk
useful.
your way out of anything.
But I wouldn't go with the angle that I know physics because that would just not pass. I feel like people would see me out as the fraud that I am. And I
Well,
said
I'm
fraud,
really
not
glad
frog.
that you have the wherewithal to know that about yourself.
Oh yes, I would try and pass myself off as someone that is a purveyor of internet culture. And that because you mentioned artists,
Mhm.
and so I know a couple of random factoids about internet culture to kind of try and pass off as someone that is a historian of that sort of thing.
Are you all familiar with the urban legend of Polybius?
Or let me tell you about the social experiment of a Twitch plays Pokemon.
Indeed, and we
Heard
can
of
talk
Twitch,
about the
right?
Norwegian heavy water sabotage.
Do you even know heavy water?
It's important on the internet.
It's what's
Michael's
actually
like-
it's propelling us away from the Earth as we speak.
And holy shit, guys, what is that? It's
Whoa.
Donna Trump getting out of her seat to bitch slap you.
Ooh, he broke it twice in the same sentence. I'm impressed.
Combo.
Courtney, you were saying.
Oh, well, they just brought Michael along so he could write a fan fiction about the excursion.
That's even better. Thank you. I'm co-opting that. I will fanfic us to salvation.
I'm gonna
He's
fan
gonna
fic you
ship
into my heart.
everyone. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna
Everyone
fanfic you
shipping
so
with
hard.
everyone. Have you ever read Bill Gates X Prince's Corpse X Oprah fanfic? Because I'm about to write it.
The ending will surprise you.
Well, congratulations. We're all ficked. Courtney.
to you know, I guess I would go. I guess. I mean,
Why not?
Man.
It's lose-lose, I feel like. But, there might be snacks, so I guess I'm in for that. I think the way I would pass off is I would just be like, "Oh, I'm the control. Like, you all are like the important things, but I'm just here, just in case anything goes wrong, if you need an organ."
I'm the control group of this experiment.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's fine. And I would definitely know that I was there by mistake, because if they did need an organ, they wouldn't choose mine. I'm not really a great control either. Nothing about me is great. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up for me.
I may drop dead within the first 24 hours of being in a, sealed container here. All right.
Well, Shane.
Oh, I mean, my answer, I imagine, would be fairly plain and obvious to all. And
My childhood was quite normal, really.
indeed. Considering I am a local television celebrity, I am very obviously someone who needs to be on this voyage. I am here purely for entertainment purposes and to narrate any of our more interesting entanglements with interstellar life.
Are you trying to say that you're going to buy your way onto the ship by saying that you're the community sex doll?
I don't see how that has any correlation to what I just said, John, but it's a good try.
I guess
He
the
can
heart
narrate
heart
it.
wants what the heart wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need to get a transplant, my friend. 'Cause, you've
It is
gone.
known.
Oh, well, if you're going to go that route, I can't wait to watch someone eat yours. Can't wait till Khaleesi's got herself a mouthful of John Hart.
Anyway.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for derailing, Dick. So, here we are. I'm staying in hopes that I can watch John burn. And not just from his genitals, as has been his wont for the past 10 years. Anywho, thank you all for joining us. I appreciate you being here for yet another edition of Inflamed Rectal Orifice.
I'm John.
I picture like Bill Gates coming up to Shane and like, "Oh, why are you here?" He just gestures at John behind him.
Well, I couldn't
Here to
tell.
watch him fucking die.
I couldn't tell if the French accent was the bit or was the actual answer or not.
Yes, I'm Pepe Le Pew.
What is your actual answer,
I've
Shane?
been
They have
banned
banished
from
me
Earth.
from the Earth.
So I have to
I've
go
been
out into the
exiled.
galaxy so that I can molest everything on the ship.
What a noble pursuit. What was your real answer? I'm sorry.
I'm the xenomorph of this. They let me onto the ship and they can't get me out.
There's a guy been living in the
expendable.
vents for the last 2 weeks. I don't understand. There's plenty of food here.
We trapped him in the air shaft and we're pretty certain he's afraid of fire.
Ah!
He's
picturing
drooling on everything and we don't know how to make him stop.
I'm just picturing a feral Shane.
What version of Shane is this? If there's a feral Shane.
It's not even his final form.
I'm going to look like drugged Brock Sampson. I'm just going to be wearing a loincloth and drooling.
Okay, I changed my answer. If he's on the ship, I want to see it.
Galrilla and I are just laying waste to everything with arms and legs.
You guys are essentially like 300. You have like the shields all around you. You're just in the trenches together.
It's like
So much
Alien.
chest beating.
It's basically Alien versus Predator. It's Gal and I are trying to get to each other, and we're just killing everything in our way.
And I know you guys haven't seen Train to Busan yet, but just imagine a train, and on one end is feral Shane, on the opposite end is Galrilla Godot, and they're all fighting towards the middle to get to each other.
And we can't really get steady footing because of all of the blood on the floor, so we're basically just slipping, sliding towards each other.
I like
holding
this
limbs.
mashup because now you just introduced like an Event Horizon twist to it.
Yeah, naturally.
I'd read that fanfic.
Okay, I'm really glad that we peeled that one back.
Oh, good.
Because that
Peeled it like foreskin.
yes.
All back. All right. That's enough for this week, I think.
Hopefully.
This is why we shouldn't do this after doing My Immortal.
Oh, it's very slappy. Yeah.
I'm officially off the rails, and I'm past the point of Fugit or Fugit. All right. Friends, neighbors, podcasts, and OnlyFans, we sincerely appreciate you being here. If you dig what is happening here, please let us know in the comments below. And of course, every Marvelous Monday, new podcast episodes flee from your preferred provider app. And we're back here every Wednesday and Friday on the tubes of you, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, for more Disinformed After Dark and our fan fiction reads, which of course right now features My Immortal, the sequel, which is officially breaking my brain from the inside like a slow gas leak.
Yes.
Lots of fun. But I believe that is going to wrap it up into a tasty little croissant. So, for Dad this week, I am Kenton Eldorado.
I am Timothy Lone Cactus.
I am Robert Greer.
You
Oh,
know,
gosh.
yeah.
And I'm Jean Grey Ghost.
Beautiful.
I would like to remind you all to please remember to keep your arms and feet away before the tray table is in its full upright position. And you must always recall, before we take flight, to live, laugh, and lie.